You are a genius. You have genius within you. You were born on this planet Earth in this day and time for a reason, a purpose, and a cause, perhaps a mission. You are here to do great things. But that does not mean that obstacles are not going to get in your way. That does not mean that you will not receive pain, injustice, unfair treatment, hate, and envy. It is just a test of your greatness. Will you see the finish line and get to the goal? Will you fall down and get back up? And will you fall down again and get back up? Or will you quit? Will you put your head in the sand and act like nothing's going on? Will you drink your problems away? Will you smoke and sniff and snort and inject your problems away? Will you point the finger at other people and make excuses so that you don't have to fulfill your covenant with the Creator who put you here? If so, you're a coward. You have genius in you. You have to challenge your fears. As I speak to you, I'm speaking to me. I have to challenge my fears, my comfortability, my mediocrity every day. You have to examine yourself, self-examination, and then proceed. Proceed to correct your wrongs within yourself. That's a lifetime mission within itself almost. But there are other people out here that need you. So when you let yourself down, you're letting them down. In fact, the whole entire world might need you. When you take one person like Jesus, one person like Muhammad, like Osor Asset, like Harriet Tubman, one person, Malcolm X, Oprah. People have disagreements with people, but they've made an impact on the world. One person. You're one person. You can make an impact on the world. But if you decide to put your head in the sand and to be a quitter, you will never win. A quitter never wins, right? So the Bible says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You have to start thinking positive. Yes, there's positive and negative in everything. So if you don't go on the positive route, you're only leaving yourself with the negative. And then you're going to say life is hard and complain. But you're never trying to take the positive route, walk on the positive planes of existence and bring about a change. You have to get out your comfort zone and move forward. I say this because I see people who could be geniuses, who could be at the top of their game, and they're letting this society and the problems of this society and the way they were brought up and the way they were victimized, which I understand, because we all have things, or many of us have things we're not proud of, and the things that happen to us that are not comfortable, that are painful. But we cannot harbor that. That's how a cancer comes about. You can't harbor pain in your body. Grieve, cry, let it out. Grieve, cry, let it out. And then renew your mind, renew your soul, renew your body, refresh. And remember that you came here for a purpose that is probably way bigger than you. You were destined to be here out of millions of sperm racing towards an ovum, towards an egg. You made it. So yeah, you got here and said, wow, this ain't fair. The world smacked you in the face. I know. The world smacked you in the face. You said, this ain't fair, this ain't fair. They don't got it like this. They don't got it this bad. She don't got it this bad. Those people don't got it this bad. How come I end up in this situation? Oh, let me smoke this. Let me sniff this. Let me go plant my seed and then don't be responsible for another soul. That's wrong. Let me antagonize my baby's father because I'm bitter. That's wrong. Stop being bitter. See, again, positive and negative. Go back to Cain and Abel's story, or in Kemet, you got Set and Osiris, right? You got the jealousy, right? So there's positive and negative from the beginning of human life. You need positive and negative charge to start a car, right? So there's going to be negativity and there's going to be positivity. So, okay, you were born into negative circumstances, or later in life you were attacked by negative circumstances or negative people, places, things, whatever. Okay? You were attacked by that. All right? So, do you just crumble now? You just quit? You just surrender? Or do you fight the good fight? Because the best high you will ever get is not weed, it's not drinking, it's not alcohol, it's not Cavassier, none of that. It's not heroin, opiates, and Molly's, and Percocet, and all of that. The best high you will ever get is when you focus on a goal, a vision, and you start moving towards it. And even people hate on you. Your own inner voice might tell you can't do it, but you keep challenging it. You keep getting back up. You keep fighting. And sooner or later, the door will open, or you will triumph, or you will realize the joy of persevering, and how much strength that you have within you, and how much patience you have, and how much faith and belief and endurance and character building. So you want to be a dynamic character. You came as a seed, right? And you're blossoming to a lotus flower or a tree, right? You don't want to be a tree withering, a little crackhead tree, right? A tree, gotta quit, right? You want to be a strong tree. You want to be a blossoming lotus flower. So there's people out there I see, and I'm like, y'all just withering away. Getting cracked out and blame it on alcohol. And it's painful. Because while we're out there running the streets, partying, bullspit, they're regentrifying our neighborhoods. We forgot all about Pan-Africanism, community control, Black nationalism, being a nation within a nation. And I say that not from a racist or prejudiced perspective, but from the reality that all groups work together politically and economically as a team in unity. If they like each other or not, they respect each other enough to come together to make sure that the whole is good and their future is good, their children are good, that their community is safe. Everybody except for us. We have to turn the tide now. We have to turn this around. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, let's rebuild the wasted cities. There are cities that you can buy houses and buildings for from $1,000 to $10,000. There's land you could buy all over the country. Other countries are coming and buying America up. And we sitting around, we're integrated, partying BS. Woo, yeah, loving hip hop and housewives and this and that. Yeah. Give me that. Yeah. I mean, it's cool to party, but there's a time and a place for everything. Let's stop for a minute and say, how can we invest in this? How can we invest in that? How can we make sure we leave something for our children? How can we clean up our neighborhood? If you don't, one day it's just going to be all over us, or they're just going to push you out. Or they're just going to keep brutalizing us because they don't have respect for us because we just keep partying and bull spitting. You know? But it starts with you. One person can make a big change. So what are you doing? Are you using the talents? And the Bible says God gave you talents. Are you using those talents? If you don't, you're going to get your butt kicked. That's what it says in the Bible. So many words. I'm paraphrasing. Are you using your talents? Use your talents. Get up and do it. God is in. God is within. Listen to that inner voice. What you really want to do. What you really love to do. What you came here to do that is legal.